Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving. Long time no see. I'm sitting here at Thanksgiving meal with my mom and my stepdad, and we are at Myrtle Beach right now, and it's beautiful. It was 70 degrees today, and mom and I walked on the beach this morning, and we went to our indoor pool today, which I had never gone before, and so it was a good day, wasn't it? I before we kind of get to the gist of why we're on here today, I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about what's been going on with me. I've had a hard time lately. I've had some mental health issues and yeah, struggling quite a bit, but I can say that like I feel like I'm starting to get better and I feel like I've learned a lot and I know going forward there's going to be some changes in school, changes with our values, and just a lot of really good changes. And I'm very, very excited for the new year. I'm very excited to see what we have in store. Whereas maybe I wasn't so excited. I haven't been so excited the past few months. I've been pretty hopeless and depressed. And yeah, it's not fun if you have ever had to deal with something like that to feel like there is no hope. It is, it's probably one of the worst feelings out there. And it's, as musicians, it's something that very much can happen. And friends that I know and people that I know, it has happened. It has happened because in this business that there's ups and downs. And so I just want to be able to document it all. I want to be able to document when things are up and then when things are down too, because that's what's real. And um, that's what I pride myself on in this school, is that we are real and that we want to truly help people, but the trajectory isn't always just straight up. There is this, and I have to remind myself too. Sometimes I go back and watch some of my old videos just to remind myself that like this is this is a possibility, that things are not always going to go as planned, and that's okay. So Thanksgiving is a good day to remember that, and it always also helps to for me to remember how the good things. And I'm so thankful for you guys, the people who are at the school coming all the time. You know, we've had a lot of transition in the past few years, a lot of transition, and the fact that you're still with us, it just does my heart good. It shows that we're in alignment. You understand like why we're doing what we're doing, and that things aren't always going to go to plan, and I'm not always going to make the best decisions, but you're still here. And so I just thank you. And I know, Mom, did you want to say something to them as well?
I just hope that you are having a wonderful Thanksgiving yourselves and that you're able to experience lots of joy and happiness and peace and gratitude on this special day of the year. We should be giving gratitude every day for all of the good things and the many blessings that we have. And of course, all the folks at the music school, all of you all are one of the biggest blessings that we have. So we're really grateful for that.
Yes. And really quick, because Monty's finishing his meal, why don't, if we're okay, we'll talk about maybe what we're grateful for right now. Like, is there something in particular you said to them? Is there anything else that you're grateful for?
uh, Grateful for nature and for music and for the air we breathe and for the higher power that looks after all of us.
I'm grateful for my mom, who has been there with me from the start. She has helped me. So I wouldn't have been able to do anything without her. She has been there all along. And like, I didn't even realize how much she does. And she literally helps keep the school afloat. And is she's such a light, which I say that a lot of people, but she's such a light at the school. And just, I am not the most outgoing person all the time, and she knows exactly what to say to anybody, just to to connect. And it's beautiful. It's a it's something that she's just was born with. And so she just knows exactly what to say to people. I also am thankful for my stepdad and glad he is with us today. And he just said a prayer earlier before we started that was just so touching and honestly surprising how poignant it was. He really does notice things sometimes that I just am like amazed that that's even a possibility, that, and he just, yeah, he used to teach at the school a long time ago. If you guys don't know, he used to teach guitar and drums. Actually, he taught for a while there, and without him, I would not have been able. The school would not have been able to grow, because it's with his help that we were able to, get those kind of students. Matter of fact, I think he was the first one that we had, other than voice, piano, and cello. That was it. So I think, and Monty, do you want to say something?
I'll be glad to.
All right.
Swallow.
Oh, he's gonna swallow really quick. I wanted it to be like a snapshot of what's actually going on.
My name is Monty Smith, and it's good to talk to you. I married Ann Mormon Smith, who is now Ann Mormon Smith, some years ago, and she's one of the most wonderful women I've ever come across. I have always, since my life started, talked to people. People always notice that. I will talk to most anybody around Raleigh, North Carolina, or anywhere I am, just wanting to know about them. And I tell them what I've done in the past and all of this. So.
Tell them what you've done.
Well, I have been a musician. Bluegrass musician. Most of my life. Started in the 5th grade, 6th grade, and still going strong. This is about 67 years now. I've been playing professional bluegrass, traveling all over the country. At 15, I bought a bus. And after I went to college, I got the boys from high school back together, and we traveled all over the country, playing clubs and bars and this and this and this and this. We had started out every Saturday of my life in our bus, playing all over the different states. So that was my life, and my parents knew it, and they knew who I was with and all of that. So it was a safe journey. But I learned so much about music, not just bluegrass music, but other music. Because when we went out west, I learned about Western music out there and out west there too, the way they participated. So it's been a great fixing for me. And I also taught handicapped children in middle school for 39 years, which was is still the highlight of my life. I just had a knack for working with, and not every day, but no, it was every day. But anyway, you learn something every day from handicapped children. And I sure have a lot of memories and things that I had saw in class every day, and the questions they asked. And I had all different kinds of handicaps in there. So I learned about different types of handicaps for all those years, and which I have never forgotten to this day. And that's really what I've been doing. And then I got married to Ann, who is so musical and voice and works with children. And Ann's daughter, Erin, who owns her business, is now working with children, musical children. So, and I've done it all of my life. And my dad, Chester L. Smith, when I was growing up, was a professional singer, a God-given voice. And he traveled with a band, a 60-piece orchestra behind him. And some of you older people, I shouldn't say that, but anyway, you'll remember people in their 60s and 70s and 80s now, that knew all these older people that were musicians and singers that traveled all over the world. Well, my dad did that too. We're from Raleigh, born up in Raleigh, and my dad was the leader of the band. He stood out front with a microphone and a tuxedo on as the lead singer, and he had a voice like an angel. And I grew up with that because I've been singing ever since and still do. And anyway, I don't mind telling people about that, and I have a bad habit, some people say, of just talking to people, and I still do. And I like to talk to people about people, and that's just about it. I love my family to death. I love my wife and her daughter, and I
was about to ask you what you're grateful for. So
we love each other. Yes.
Is there anything else that you're grateful for?
Well, I'm grateful for my family. My sister is ailing now at her age, and she's got her husband now, and she's not doing too well, but we see her every now and then, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again. And we sang and sang and sang coming up, and I played with bands and this and that and this and that's my whole life. So that's just about what I've been doing ever since. And music has been my life. So I thank you for listening, and bless you for loving music. And please get all the music you can, because it's a heck of a type of thing for you to keep with you the rest of your life. Not just one kind of music, but investigate different types of music that will give you better prospects on all kinds of music and why people go into it.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna be going to Wicked tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're gonna go to see the movie. Monty doesn't know what he's in store for, because Mom and I actually, just a little thing, that we won tickets to Wicked back in the day in New York. It was on Broadway. It was the second round of cast, so it wasn't Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, but it was another one, and I can't remember her name right now, but she is Shoshana Bean. Shoshana Bean was Elphaba. We won because, and if you ever want to go to New York and get cheap tickets, go.
They have a lottery.
They have a lottery at like 4 p.m. or whatever you go, and they draw like 13 or 12 names. 13 names. And so I was the last name to be drawn. And so Mom and I got front row. It was still $25, but $25 for a front row
to get into a front row seat.
It was amazing. So if you have a chance to do that, I'm so excited. A very good friend of mine lives in New York, and so I typically go there for New Year's. And so I'm hoping that maybe she and I can go see something there as well. But on that note, have a wonderful Thanksgiving from our family to yours.
May I add something? I'm so sorry I forgot. Something I'm proud of my whole life. When I was in high school, my school, Broughton High School in Raleigh, North Carolina, I got a phone call one day from the president's office in up north, of course, saying that they needed a band. And they asked the principal, my principal, do you have a band there? The principal said, yes, we do. He said, well, we need a band to travel with me for 10 days. I'm sorry?
President Lyndon Johnson.
President Lyndon Johnson. And he needed someone to open for him with 10 cities. So I was on the phone with Washington, and he said, well, son, you need to get your banjo and your music together and get to the airport. We've got a plane en route to Raleigh, North Carolina to pick you up. And the president's plane, the president will be in the plane with 50 guards there to guard him. And you will be on the plane with him, and you will travel to 10 cities, opening for the president for 1 hour in each city for 10 days. Well, what a treat it was. And we came back and went back in school. We're back in school. And 8 days later, another call from the White House looking for a band. They asked us again, so we got on the plane, and I do not remember the name of the president, but both of these presidents were running for re-election. That was why they were calling. So we went 10 more days. So anyway, that's the scope of my career and playing all over the world. So I'm sorry I bothered you, but I love to tell people that it was just my fortune to do that and meet the presidents. And they also sang with us on the planes. They came over, we had our guitars there in the airplane, and each president came over and sang with us the whole trip. So I'm sorry I bothered you, but I loved it all.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, he's lived a pretty crazy life. Pretty crazy life.
Thank you.
All right. Well, things coming up soon. Just we have recitals, and my mom actually came up with a good idea that for entrance into the recitals, where you're going to ask everybody to bring a canned food for the food bank. I think that's awesome because we always kind of wait till the last second to have people donate in our bin. So now it's going to be the entry for everybody to come in to bring a canned good.
And of course, we'll have extras on the outside. If somebody forgot, they can pick one up and bring it in. But
yes, but anyway,
hopefully we'll get them to thinking about it.
Exactly. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you soon.
Wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you.